It is 5:30 on February 3rd, and so we will call our meeting to order. If you guys, huh? Well, this is the only one there is, but here's the thing. The only thing is just this, and then each one of these, each thing has this cover on it. That's all that. So that's each one of them. Just take the minutes off. So if you guys would take a second to look over the minutes from the last meeting. And after you've done that, if we get a motion to approve.
I'll motion.
Okay, Sarah Wolf motions to approve. Sarah? Will you second? Will you second?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, we've approved the minutes from from November 4th. And we were not here last month because we did not have a quorum. So, we will start with the ever patient, Susan Grow, who was here last time and had to wait and come again this month.
I can read though.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance to look at these pictures? I think this is fairly self-explanatory. This house is one that I purchased about 10 years ago, and I refurbished it and restored it on the inside, but I didn't do very much on the outside because I didn't have that much money. But last summer, pigeons got in above the soffit on the outside of this house and really made a mess. And so I already hired somebody to take down the soffit and clean up the mess. And there should be pictures there showing what it looks like now without the soffit in place. And now I'm ready to restore it. I've got a contract with B&D Construction, and they're going to take down the framework that used to hold up the old soffit, and they're going to repair anything that they see under there that needs repair. And the really outstanding feature that I want them to replace is the brackets that hold up the corner. Those brackets are missing. If you could go to the house and look yourself, you could see the shadow where those brackets used to be. And I've included a picture of the brackets on my house and another house to the north to show you what they originally looked like.
Is that these?
Yeah,
Those are pretty.
yeah. And B&D is they have somebody who's gonna build those for me and put those back up. And they're going to repair any rafter tails that are damaged. They're gonna replace them, I guess. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they said they could. And then it'll all be painted.
Great.
I have paint colors that I can bring you. White in combination with one of those. And I just haven't committed myself to which one yet, but I didn't think you'd object to either one.
No.
I think they all look good.
Yeah, the brackets will be painted with two colors, just make them more visible. I didn't wanna get too far away from white because everything else on the trim of the house is currently painted white. But I wanted to add a little color to them. And in the future, as I need to repaint, different parts of the house, I'll use these same colors.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
All looks good to me. I don't really have any questions. Susan, you're known for your thoroughness and attention to detail, so I don't think, I don't think any of us are gonna have too many concerns.
And I appreciate you bringing the historic detail back out.
Should be pretty.
I hope so. It's gonna
Yeah,
cost
B and D
me
will do a good
something.
job.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any additional questions?
Nope.
All right. We get a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All right, Sarah and Sarah.
Okay.
So you're good to go.
Thank you very much.
You're very
you.
welcome. Thank you, Susan. Sorry you had to wait.
All right. What should be a quick one. Paul? You want to come up?
How y'all doing this evening?
We're doing all right. How are you?
Tired. So I didn't bring any pictures. I just have a couple on my phone I'd like to show y'all.
Sure.
So along Second Street in Shelby, the deck that's there, we're gonna put a railing around it. It'll be an outside setting area for people to go out and sit down and have a drink or, their sandwich or whatever. So this is, can I show it to you real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
They're not sure if they get the one I want, they're not sure if they're gonna be able to get it. That one was the one I wanted to go around it, and I'm not sure
That's
if they're gonna
nice.
be able to order it for me.
Mhm.
But the other choice is that one there. So that's more or less what we're just trying to get approved, that we can put a railing up.
I think that would look nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's probably a good idea right there on Second
Is that
Street.
that house by the lot you're doing? The,
The corner of Second and Shelby is that gray one that I was waiting to get all the concrete poured, now it's all equal, it was equal.
second
Yeah,
shift?
I saw him moving all the rock
Yeah.
and getting it all
Yeah.
set up and ready. Uh-huh,
Yep.
yeah.
Great.
Well, I think that'll probably look real nice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
All right, does anybody have any questions? You're good,
No.
Paul?
Thank you very
Go
much.
for it.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
motion to approve?
I'll second.
All right, there we go.
Yep, thank you. Bye.
All right, and Brian Patrick.
If you guys see, the house we're talking about is 409. I did a bunch of research on it, and actually the reason we have this house is my stepfather, Bill Stevens, and Rick Stevens grew up in that house. It's been in his grandma, his mom, they've had it for, I don't know, they can't have had it for that many years, because it's built in 1880, I found out, and it's fallen apart. And we've only had it for 10, maybe. Yeah, and we really haven't been in it a whole lot. At first, I was gonna try to do something with my wood shop. I've been in construction my whole life. I've built cabinets for the old cathedral, the library, all kind of places. But I'm getting old, so I took a job out the old wastewater treatment plant to gain benefits. So I can't do all the stuff I used to do. So anyway, the history of this house, 1880, I looked up utilities, and I didn't know any of this, but the water hasn't been hooked up. I think it's been shut off in the street. There's no meter out there for 34 years. I called the electric and gas company, and even they can't even find it in their archives when it had utilities hooked up to it. Can you hear me? Kinda. Is it better if I talk like that? So, the house is 146 years old, and I think it did, there's 3 factors I think that really did a lot of damage to it. When Vectren did all the gas upgrades, they cut the street, they jackhammered forever. That house does not have a footing, of course, if that makes any sense to you. That is just brick tamped, setting on the ground. So, I've got a bunch of pictures that I want to show you guys, structurally, what's going on. It's okay to-
Sure, of course, yeah.
So, here's the first one, and this is the front left corner. And actually throughout the years, and I don't know if you're familiar with Bill and Rick Stevens, but they're both were contractors. Bill had just passed away not that long ago, but they've made multiple attempts to help tuck and do concrete work and all kind of stuff on it. This is the front left corner, which you can see they've done work, they've tried to keep it together, and it's fell considerably. I think when we had that 1 week of that crazy wind, that's when I first really noticed that it started to really get bad. This picture, I don't know if you can really see it that well, but this is the left side going back towards the alley. Once again, there's no footer, and it just sets, essentially on packed earth. And the bad thing, it's a gable house, the ridge pole, front gable, back gable. And so, as that sits structurally, it's always pushing out and pushing down. So these sides, and this is like, runs about the whole length, it's kind of pushing that whole, it's the same picture. This here is this here. It's pushing the whole thing out. This is the corner of the first one. And it's just showing structurally what we're dealing with. It's just cracked all the way up. You can see where they've tried to fix it year after years. You know, people have asked me if I tried to go in to get some better pictures. There's no way I would let anybody go in a house. Here's what, when the wind started, this is what really started getting concerning.
Ooh,
This is, you can see the door, so, without messing with your papers. The door's here, so we got cracks all the way up, all the windows, and this is where the ridge pole should be for the rafters, and it is slid and separating and falling apart. Here's another close-up of underneath the windows, which again shows all the compaction from this gable end. Bricks are falling out. That pressure's making it bubble. The tuck, everything. And I learned actually working with Father Ship when I did a bunch of stuff at the rectory. A lot of these bricks during this period as they were
They're
here were
soft.
a wrong brick. These were all porous bricks. I learned also when you actually do all the tuck on your house, they should not be recessed because it's gonna let moisture get in there and then
Blow it up.
start. So this house is 146
You
years
have to
old.
use really soft,
mortar.
Yep.
mortar too, cause hard mortar
Yeah, it'll
cause
blow
them
it
to
up.
crack and separate more. with-
I don't know if you, Father Ship is great. I
Yeah,
really liked him.
freezing
He was
and-
telling me about, I had to cut some holes in that one, when we redid a kitchen over there, but, I mean, it's river mud and horsehair and crazy stuff. I wouldn't doubt that's what this is. This is the opposite side of the corner of the house, and it's the same issue, and you can see where they've tried to reinforce this, I'll call it the foundation, but, like I said, it doesn't have a footer. There's no basement, there's a dig out in it, and this is what's really concerning. I know I'm putting a jigsaw puzzle in front of you, but when you look at the one, the roof, tell me if I'm talking too much, 'cause I'll
No,
shut
you're
up.
fine.
No, no.
No, it's interesting.
Okay, here we go. So here's the roof that sags, and if you guys know Joni Blackburn, she's got like this sister, and it's her beauty shop right next to it.
It's open?
She does maybe, I know she does Shirley's Hair Rose, and a couple of people, but not like she used to be. However, this roof is, you can see this and how it's fell away so much. It's really getting close to hers. She expressed her concerns, and I said, you know, I'm on it. going through the motions of getting this. Here's another bad thing about it, the tails on the roof, they're just, they've had water damage for years. And I've actually been up on that roof, we tried to tarp it and patch it. Actually, it still has for being 146 years old. I don't know how they would have done this, but it has the original shake roof on it. And then it has a 3-tab roof on it, and then a second 3-tab. And then I don't know if Bill or somebody before, where they've probably taken out the chimney, they put roll roofing on it. And, I mean, that's a mistake right there. You've got, that's a lot, I mean, how
It's a
much
lot of extra
asphalt
weight.
does that weigh? I mean, that's.
It's a bunch.
A lot of weight.
240 pounds per square yard.
It's what, per 10 by 10 area.
It's a lot. I mean, if you get 2 roofs on your house, it all has to come off and be redone. So here's something that's
Code
really
only allows
terrible.
2 roofs.
Yeah. So as we look at the front, and this is talking about, it's a rafter house, and it has what's called a ridge pole that goes all the way down. Rafters set on it, and they set on the side walls. Here's our ridge pole, and there's the back gable, and here's the front gable, and it's fell. It's putting
It's a sway
even
back.
more. I know. It's putting even more outward pressure and downward pressure on these walls. So it's really got me scared to death that it's either gonna bust forward or sideways, and you can see the distance, whatever that picture was, between Joni's place.
Yeah.
It's not, I threw 80 pictures at you. So, yeah, here we go. It's just hardly no space. I don't know if you could walk side by side. So here is
Excuse me.
and it continues on. It did have a addition back porch on it. So to look into trying to rehab this house, well, here's the back gable, and this is in as great as a condition as the front. In the very back, they actually put a block porch on it, which it just had a regular roof on it, not a gable. It's totally fell apart. This here, when I talked to the electric company, she kind of made me feel like a fool, but she's like, I need to see what the number is, the serial number on this right here. And I'm sure everybody knows your house today, you have to have 100 amp, isn't that 100 amp to sell anymore?
Yes.
So this right here is a picture of an antique 60 amp fuse. He would shut the whole project down. This has got, it's like cloth covered
Oh, yeah.
cable. No riser. If you tried to do and bring this up, just electricity would probably be, oh my gosh, I'm sure there's no ground inside, 8 to 10 grand. The plumbing would be that or more, the kitchen, the roof, it would have to be pulled apart and started over. And one thing that's very important about the way they used to build stuff, which is really kind of cool, but makes it a really big pain in the hind end. We build platform construction now. You have a footing, blocks, you build a platform, you build walls. When this was built, if you look at some of these, if we were on site, they built this up so high, they set the floor system in, and they bricked it, so it doesn't have any structure aside from the brick holding up the floor. So inside, the floor's falling apart, the tails, I'm sure it's all poplar. That was a popular construction because it's strong, 2x4s, 2x10s, used to actually be 2x10s. Poplar's
Unavailable.
good, it's got a high acidic rate, won't rot, keeps the bugs out. And as I say that, it actually does rot 150 years later. So, anyway, with my big rambling, it really needs to come down as soon as possible.
Just out of curiosity, how did you acquire this house again?
When we bought our house, stepdad, Bill, gave us that because the lots have been in the family together, 409 and 411. And he made us take that. And I could get
So you own the other one as well?
409, yeah, we're right next to it.
You don't own the beauty shop, though.
Don't own the beauty shop, no,
Yeah.
it's Jones.
He owns the White House.
Oh, okay.
He lives in the White House.
I guess I'm thinking, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we live in the White House.
Yeah, with the porch, yeah.
With the pool, yeah. So,
Wow.
And, I mean, as much as I love these old houses, the truth is, some of them were never built to last. I mean, all of those buildings that were like ours along the river are all fallen down, except ours, and,
We both live on First Street too.
yeah, and, he knows where I
yeah,
live.
I mean,
He's done
I've
some
worked in
work
a
on
ton
my
of old houses. I've worked in
building
the Ewing house
Before I moved there.
out, gosh, what's his name out there? Ewing the lawyer.
Mark.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love it, but this is, it's ran its course. So that's what I'm asking for, if we can get this torn down as soon as we can.
Do you think, I mean, yeah, you don't have any control over this, but do you think the beauty shop is salvageable if she ever decides to invest in it, or? It doesn't look great either.
The beauty shop does not look great, much as I talk on this.
Wait up, you're
But
fine.
I've actually helped Joni out a few times doing some stuff, and when they bought that, I don't know how long ago Dave's had that property, but they built a whole framework inside. They went downstairs and dug that out. I don't know how much money he put in that a long time ago. And she's not happy now because of the same situation. She just had that place tuck pointed, and when they did that, what are they called, vector and center point energy, they did all that hammering in the street, but you can't see now because they just redid First Street. It caused cracks because there's no foundation, there's no footer, I mean.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's in better shape than this one, far better than mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's clearly a dangerous house, but it is enormously frustrating and disappointing that we ultimately probably have no choice in saying that it's gotta come down. And every time we lose an old home, my house is older than this house. My house was built in 1865. I live on Third Street. So I fully understand the responsibilities and the frustrations of old construction, bad ideas from 160 years ago that are hard to fathom now. But that doesn't lessen our responsibility to our city as a historical Main Street and a historical downtown. And I know what the answer is. I know what's going to happen with this building. But every time we lose one, it just makes it easier to lose another.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating and very disappointing. It's a cute place,
Yeah.
and I understand that they're not necessarily made all that well. Nonetheless, it has to be said that every time we do this, we continue to shave off our nose to spite our face as a historical town. And you've listed your credentials as someone in construction and that you've owned it for 10 years, and that only makes it more frustrating because it seems like you're making the case that maybe you could have done a little more.
By the time I got it, the input of money would not been worth the salvageable.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had it for 10, it's 146 years old. So, I mean, I'd be a liar if I said I wish I was more to blame for the responsibility of it falling down, but it necessarily does not fall on me.
I get that.
Yeah, and it's hard to ask people to bankrupt themselves over
I know.
something, yeah.
I understand.
And maybe the city could have kicked in some money, I don't know, if they would have felt it would have been, you know, when it's not built that well in the first place, really.
Well, at the time, it was probably built great.
Yeah.
140 some years ago,
Yeah.
with no foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a foundation. I am lucky in that
Yeah,
respect.
yeah. Yours looks solid, yeah, it looks old, but it looks solid,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sad about it too, but I don't see what else you can do other than carefully take it apart so
I
it doesn't
mean,
damage the,
At this point, I just, I know I wouldn't want to put the money into it at this
Right.
point.
Yeah,
And I'm not asking him to do
I
that.
know, no, I
Yeah.
just, I know, I would feel the same way you do.
You know, and that's what it
I
would take.
love those two little houses. I love driving down First Street and seeing them. It just, yeah, at this point, I don't know what else we can do.
yeah. And I understand your neighbor's concern too. She's looking at it fretting. So,
Yeah.
All right, well, shall we,
I make a motion to approve his request, sadly.
Sarah?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna say no, but it's gonna pass anyway.
Oh,
Oh, you're, okay, well, what, I mean, what do you want him to do and just,
No, I mean, there is no answer other than to tear it down, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I can't say
Yeah.
yes, just, we're the
Right.
historical review board.
I know.
And I know it's gonna pass anyway, and that's fine. I don't
Yeah.
expect you guys to change your vote. I'm just saying that I can't
Well,
feel good about saying,
Something, it's not possible with this building, but something they do in other towns, like, I think it's Memphis, for example, they leave the shell and have an indoor-outdoor patio, and sometimes even trees coming up, they take the rip off, they leave the shell. But in your case, the shell
yeah, you
isn't,
can't do that either.
the shell isn't
walls
sturdy.
have fallen
Yeah.
in.
And then
I
it
don't
still
think
looks
we should
cute
have a
from the
picnic in
outside, and
there.
you go through it, and there's this big indoor patio space, almost like a garden space, you know, but, you don't even really have that to work with.
I mean, that's why I wanted to show all the damage to the brick. I mean, that house has probably moved a couple inches. And if it was just under windows or doors, I mean, but when the corners start falling, it's a different deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I came in here hoping for, that maybe we could salvage the shell, but it doesn't look like it's salvageable, so.
As much as I would like to, I would not care to have drinks in the shell on a lovely summer afternoon with you guys, if that were to be the situation. If we had helmets on, maybe, otherwise.
All right, all right. I'll second your motion to approve as requested. And Sarah.
Oh, sorry, no.
Yeah, and Sarah
Sorry,
will,
I forgot I had to say.
yeah, is a nay. All right, 2-1.
All right.
Thank
luck,
you
be
for
safe.
coming in.
Because of the situation, I told them to pull that gas meter when I made contact to try to find out how long that's another thing, and that's not my fault. You cannot have a house that you don't keep 50 degrees in the winter for 30+ years. You
Yeah.
probably just burn it down.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Yeah.
So, it's been, I would say, 35 to 40 years with no utilities. So,
Plus the condition of the roof, there's been all kinds of water in it,
yeah.
everything else.
So, I mean, my plan is, I wish it wasn't snowy, and I don't know what Rod's schedule is. He already gave me Rod's. And it's not that I wanna jump over your, whatever I'm trying to say, but I'm pretty scared. But I'm glad we got 10 foot of snow. It made me even feel worse, nervous about all this happening. So, I mean, I'm gonna try to get with Rod and go as quick as I can before somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
Or it's Joni's place or ours.
When do you want him?
Yeah, at this point, it's risking liability to her building.
Absolutely, absolutely.
If we, yeah. Wonder if we could talk to her and get her to,
I'll call him.
Talk to the
and
city
tell him
about
it's
helping
approved
fix it.
and Get there
Great.
ASAP. He does a lot of them for me.
They're such cute
oh, very-
places,
I
you know?
love. They've been there, well, obviously, as long as I've been alive, I can remember driving down there and seeing them.
Open. Huh? I didn't realize it was still open.
Oh, I didn't either. I just figured this, you know, our stuff was still.
Yeah.
But if any of this construction is away, I want it to be safe. So,
It's true.
Yeah.
Joni was expressing her thoughts, and I don't know how well you know Joni Blackburn. She's very good about expressing her thoughts. But, she's got that
That was diplomatic.
Huh?
That was a diplomatic way to put it. I don't know. but-
I can call Jackie Alsman.
I can't hear anybody else talking about it.
I'll talk to Roger.
If they're not
Bowman
talking
for
to
I'll
me.
get hold of Jackie and tell him we need it out of there. All right.
Thank you,
Thanks
good
for
luck.
coming in.
Sorry to make you guys sad.
That's all right. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility, unfortunately, so thank you for
Yes.
taking care of it.
And I agree with everything you said, by the way. Okay, so, and then we have a problem, because the last one is my building, and Shepherd's gonna present for us, but I can't vote. So, Brad, will you vote? Or can he present? What do we do, since
Yeah,
Tim's not
go
here?
ahead and present it, and what we can do is also, when Tim gets back,
Okay, and I forgot to bring a check, so I'll bring that in tomorrow too. I know, I saw my thing on my note, but,
I mean, he had to miss tonight, so
oh, yeah, he couldn't help that, I know.
we'll just, when Tim gets back, I will ask Tim what his opinion is on it, and we'll take that as our third vote forward.
Okay. And there was supposed to be pictures.
It's not gonna
She said,
happen,
oh, I'll
but
attach
there's no-
the pictures, and they're not there. So
I'll
at
use
least
my,
right-
my
My
vivid
2 cents, I hate to see
Now
that house go. I hate to see it go.
Yeah,
Love to see it restored.
Yep,
Wish there could be a grant, historic grant, something like that, but it is what it is. Okay, so Liv and I own the building at First and Busterman. It's 110, 115 years old. It has tile terracotta, cap on the roof all the way around it. I don't know whether that's original or not, but, you know, as is common with those buildings, they leak. They leak because, you know, you gotta seal them on a regular basis, and, you know, you just can't get anybody to do that work anymore. It's the short of it, and I'm always chasing leaks. Got thousands of dollars wrapped up in chasing leaks, and it still leaks, you know? So I picked up the phone one day, and I called Tony Burkhart, and I said, hey, when did you cap your building? He said, I don't know, however many years ago. I said, you chase any leaks? He says, not anymore. So that convinced me. I wanna cap it.
We've had about.
Cap
5
it with
roofers
the,
out
what's that called?
Aluminum flash.
Yeah, the aluminum siding, you know, tin capping, and I'm hoping that will eliminate the, you know, the leaks. I mean, that's the short of it.
So this is what we're gonna do. is this
Oh, okay.
first. The
Gotcha.
pictures are not attached.
Oh, they're not?
No, so I was just showing her
Gotcha.
what I had on my phone, so.
Yeah,
she
so I
could-
sent pictures in. I sent one picture in of, Tony's building. It had been capped some time ago. He's just painted it so it looks like the building. You can't really notice it. I sent a picture of the front facade of our building, which has the tiles on there. Hard to see from there anyway, but, you can see it on the Busterman side. You see a little bit back in the alley. And it's a multi-tiered roof, so, you know, my hope is if we cap it, you know, the leaks will go away. And we've been chasing a leak in our bedroom for 10 years. And it still leaks.
Didn't we talk about this about a year ago?
We've been, well, yes, but we've had about 5 different roofers out there. You know, the leak over the kitchen at Dots, the leak on ours, the cupola, we had to have the cupola redone.
I thought we talked about this capping it probably. a
Yeah,
year
I don't know.
ago, so-
We may have.
And we have tried and tried to avoid doing this. And now it's, if it rains the wrong way, even in the main portion, in I guess our living room, you could see drywall lines now where it's gotten moist underneath there.
Yep.
But it's only if it rains a certain direction. Well, that's new, but, you know, Mark Walker is out there, you know, well, he was there, he spent 3 months with us one time, and he's been recently back, but, and then when Randy Hedden was there painting, he said, you know, those are all cracked and dry rotting. And he said, I think that's where your problem's coming from, cause he worked on, and Mark came over and they worked on more stuff to try to seal, and they said, it's gotta be that. They just can't find anything. Okay, so
Yeah, I had
here's
some
the
work
front
done
of
on
the building,
Dot's
and
kitchen
you can- I mean,
roof,
it's up
and,
there.
took
Yeah,
sure
see,
clean
you're
over
not
a
gonna see
year,
it from
and
here.
I didn't come before here
And
because
over here,
I wasn't sure
don't
those
really
guys
see
were
it
gonna do the
because of the
work,
gutter.
you know,
Yeah.
and,
Right.
and they called one day, says, we're ready to go, and I'm like, what? So it's kinda quick,
And there's a couple places
$20,000
back there
later,
that
put a
you
new roof
still
on
see
Dodge,
it.
you know?
Did you see it from this side?
Anyway,
with the
so
guttering?
that's the short of it. It's not rocket science. I'm just looking to take the tile off and
You got-
put the
you can
cap
see
on
it
and
there.
kinda be done.
Hopefully it'll solve the problem.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so. It sure
but-
helped my bank account.
You see how it
Never
caps
seems
so
to
well?
stop.
If it's ceramic, it's
Amen to
not
that,
Yeah, well, you know a little bit about that, right?
yeah.
in this wet, in our climate.
I don't have
Yeah.
any questions. I think it makes perfect sense.
Any
Well,
questions?
We give up,
Yeah,
Trying-
ceramic is, it will not last in our weather, in Indiana weather. You know, you look at the ceramic tile roofs they used to put on, those are all gone
there, you can,
for the same reason.
I love the tile. I don't even wanna do the work,
It-
frankly.
It works in the south,
we can hardly,
Yeah.
and they had found out it doesn't
Really?
work in Indiana.
I'm not surprised.
nobody wants to do it.
Nope.
Either.
It
My
works
building
till
in
it rains
Princeton
the
had
wrong
same
way.
thing.
Just don't cap it, if you cap it with galvanized metal, your paint won't stick,
Right.
so it has to be something.
So, that's where we are on that. But we
You'll
cannot
be
vote on it
repainting
because
every
we,
5 years
Okay.
if you use galvanized metal.
Yep, Tim's aware. I mean, he and I
without a
visited on it.
quorum, we can't vote. So, we will take it under advisement.
Okay.
And when Tim returns and is able to, take a look at it, maybe we can do they can vote online, since everybody else has seen. the
Yeah, I don't think
information.
they'll be getting to it till, weather warms up a little bit.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't think we have to worry about anybody wanting to come out and get on our roof at this point.
No.
Yeah, all right, thanks, guys.
Sure.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, and it is, about 6:08, and, that's it for tonight. That's everybody, so we will call the meeting adjourned.
All right, I'll motion.